I'm sorry to say that, I'm a complete and total utter disaster and my life is going nowhere. Now I have no friends and no body, and before, when I had exactly that same situation going down, at least I was in a new place and I was in foster care and I was like getting somewhere and like doing something, you know, to some degree. So even though I was like alone, I still had things to do, and I mean, I would just post random ass really dumb videos to my YouTube channel, which I think there's like 70 fucking videos of me just screaming. I don't actually ew, where are you? Go away. My face is gross enough, I don't need some weird flaky skin on it. Dog fluff. um yeah, so basically, I guess I'm gonna upload this video just for shits and giggles, just to post that, from this point on, it's all going to be just random order. At least this kind of had a timeline going. But after this, it's just kind of any video that's been in the abyss, because at a certain point in time, I just stopped uploading them. They just became my own personal diaries in the abyss, and I have no idea how. Honestly, I don't know what's gonna come out of my mouth, and I don't know what I've said or any of these things, and I totally know that I like out a lot of people in my life, and I call them out on their bullshit in a sense, but only ever to myself, because at points like that, I guess I've already I either couldn't deal with them, or I did deal with them to some degree, and we just aren't friends anymore, and is basically like the only reason I talk about people is because we're not friends anymore, and I figure that, you know, it's part of my story to be able to tell people, and I guess I'm deciding to say fuck it and just posting it publicly. Simply because I genuinely don't believe that, like, no one gives a shit about me. I genuinely believe that no one will care. It's just some shitty YouTube of me screaming and acting like a fucking retard, and I'm like, being gay or not gay or whatever the fuck I'm doing. I'm literally just, they're all selfies of me screaming. I think at one point I scream about my juice, and at some other point I'm screaming about... I'm literally looking at it right now, and one of the things I'm wearing a Hello Kitty face, the other one I'm wearing a cow onesie. I have really stupid hair in every single one. It never got better. Yeah, I just look like an idiot. I just look like a fucking idiot, because it's all I've always been. It's all I've ever always been, I guess, and that's all I've ever been seen as, so I just decided to become it, which was kind of just like me, and I don't know, me dealing with myself when no one else really would. No one else would really help me, or comfort me, or be there for me. No one was supportive, no one was helpful. Yeah, it comes down to that, is I basically literally only had myself, as I was alone. And the people that were supposed to be there for me were, like, paid to be there for me, because this was when I was in foster care and shit. Like, a lot of it's around that time. And some of it's just, like, random shit, because I think around my 16th birthday I got a camcorder thing, the little, like, you know, and you hold it, and you're like, and then the side, like, flap opens, and there's, like, the little camera thing that shows you what you're taking videos of. I could probably find it, I just don't want to at the moment. And I just took a bunch of, like, a shit ton of random videos of me just running around like an idiot. So I don't have any clue what timelines these are from, and I mean, I could put an estimation, Satan. I could put some kind of estimation, but I don't know who that'll help, so I mean, I'll do my best to, properly calculate the stuff, I guess, is what I'm going for. Or maybe not, I don't know anymore. I might edit some of the videos, I might not, because I just don't give a fuck. Or, like, maybe I do. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know what you want from me, and I don't... The thing is, I don't care anymore. I think my future is already bleak and disturbing, and I'm genuinely convinced that, you know, if I was the type of person... As long as you're not chewing on the cords, I don't give a fuck if you're back there. Yeah, so basically, I'm not very hopeful for the future, just because that's all there is to it, really. And so I guess I just don't really care anymore, because my brain keeps telling me that well, that's the end. Just keeps telling me there's nothing, there's no anything, and that I shouldn't even be happy about things. And I don't know how to shut that off, but I'm doing my best, and I'm gonna release all of it to the internet. That's it. I guess that's it. I'm just gonna release all of it to the internet, all my memories and whatnot, and then hopefully after uploading them, I can somehow delete them from my brain. And I mean, I guess I can rewatch them, because that's what I'm kind of doing now, is rewatching this bullshit. And I find it kind of, like, I do find it kind of funny and kind of amusing, because clearly at that point in time, like, you know, that's how I felt, and blah, 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 blah. And clearly some of it has not changed, and it gets dragged years into the advance. Is that, like, the beginning, though? I don't really understand how this line works. Yeah, because I guess that would have been first, me screaming about, like, the anxiety, and being like, oh my god, I don't want to go, ah, and then I wore a cow onesie and said I was gonna go anyways. So these are from, like, 2 years ago. At some point, the original video I had on here was, like, something to do with my titties. It was kind of funny, because it got deleted, by YouTube, which was really fucking hilarious. And it was literally, like, me screaming, and I was just, like, something along the lines of, like, I fucking hate people that can't see me as anything more than my chest. And I was like, and the best part is that I look like a fat 12-year-old boy when I was, like, 18. Because I'm assuming, because I'm, like, 21 now, so I'm assuming this is give or take 18, 19 when I went down, because that's when I was in foster care. And, and, yeah, there was actually, I don't know if I ever really posted a story about it, but, what the fuck? Oh my god, this is so cringy. But yeah, I don't really know if I talked about it or not, but my ex-friend Emily, well, her friend Janie was a total massive cunt, and somehow stole my nudes off of a like, secret abyss Tumblr, because, like, you know, Tumblr, like, no one really gives a shit about your fucking Tumblr. They're just like, you emo fucking faggot or some shit, and then that's the end of the story, right? Well, I had a Tumblr, and my brother already made me feel like shit about it, because he's like, you're on Tumblr all the time, and I'm like, no, I got one, like, 10 years ago, and I go on it, like, once every 2 years, or some shit. Like, I actually don't go on Tumblr that much, which is funny, because now I'm gonna go on there more, just to for fuck whatevers, right? And, anyway, so this, like, bitch found my pictures of me shirtless in boxers, chilling out, literally, like, these gross boxers. I look like a fat 12-year-old boy. I think I had, like, a bandana or something on for some reason. My brain wants to say that I, like, did something like that to my hair. I don't know. And I took pictures, like, literally, like, in the camera, and I was like, grr, and, like, you know, like, and, like, douchey boy picture in your phone, and then you're like, yes, the muscle, right? And, that was really it, and you just see my, like, flubby tummy, and then she, like, saved them, and then showed people, which was funny, too, because, like, I was originally showing people, and that's kind of what pissed me off, is that I was, like, showing my friends, and I was like, look, I feel confident in my chubby body, I almost said chubby bunny, in my chubby bunny, yeah, so it was basically, like, I was like, oh, I feel confident in my gross chubby body, and that, like, I just felt good, kind of looking like a douchey boy, and then they took my pictures, and then, like, spread them around, or some shit, and then, like, I went to show one friend, they were like, yeah, I've already seen that, and I was like, well, now it's weird, and then, so it caused a whole debacle, and whatnot, and, is that the right word? I don't know. Yeah, it caused a huge fiasco, and I think I threatened to smash her phone, and then my friend's like, well, it's your fault for, you know, posting it, and I was like, you're a fucking cunt. Fuck you. And I'm still actually kind of salty about that, and I would definitely love to take out her face. Just Janie's face. I mean, like, I feel like since Emily already had her lip ring ripped out of her, like, face by her dog, I don't care. I'm like, she's been through enough hell. But Janie, I fucking hate. Not so much now, because I don't actually care, and it's been, like, 4 years, but still kind of, yeah. But yeah, so it's like some shit like that is what I'm screaming about. Actually, that's what started this YouTube. That's what started this YouTube, was pretty much that Janie decided that she was going to be a fucking massive cunt, and my best friend decided to be a massive cunt, but this was also the friend that would call me a pedophile because I liked their brother's friend, who is, like, 2 years younger than me, And they would just be like, you're a pedophile, and they would just make me feel like absolute shit every single day of my life. And I don't know why I hung out with them every single day of my life, but I did, and it was for like a good solid 3 to 4 years that we hung out. And then they just completely threw me away when they found this new friend, and I went into foster care, so we didn't hang out as much, and then their new friend was just a fucking crazy cunt, and just, you know, twisted everything. Which is actually really funny, because I know this story about them having a miscarriage in a Tim Hortons bathroom. I actually know, like, in a sense, full details of the story, because my friend was, like, not working there, but talking to their friend that worked there, and then their friend was just like, holy fuck, you won't even guess what happened the other night. And then they were talking about it, and then Janie apparently, like, came in, and literally, and they were just like, oh, and then she's just like, yeah, I had I had a baby in the toilet, and then my friend was just kind of like, bro, what the fuck, like, why would you say that to someone? It's fucking weird, and the fact that you'd be so, like, happy and, like, think it's funny, it's fucked up. I don't know, I brought that up, it's just in my head, I'm kind of, like, really, like, meh. And I don't, yeah, I don't know. Basically, that's the reason I started this YouTube, was because I got shit on by my friends. And then it just continued to get funnier, because the more I got shit on by people, the more I would make really shitty, like, vloggy video diaries. And now they're all in a mess, and all in a completely random order, probably. I mean, I might try, if they look like they're close together, I'll put them in order. But I also have to find a bunch of shit out of the abyss of my mom's computers, so I'm just gonna say at this point in time, I really can't promise you the timeline of any of these videos other than before this one. Because, yeah, the ones before this one I had actually done solely on my iPod, and I would just upload it right off my iPod, like, I didn't give a fuck, like, I would just be like, yeah, this is some shit video, and I would try my best to, like, curve my words or whatnot. But yeah, it's all bullshit. It's all fucking bullshit. My whole life is bullshit, and I'm just gonna post it and say, enjoy my bullshit, enjoy my fuckery, enjoy my shitty ass shit life, and all the struggles I've gone through, and I don't know if it'll ever get better. I don't know if I'll, like, what happens if, right, like, what happens if I get famous or some shit, or some shit goes down, and, like, everyone sees this, and then everyone knows about my life, and then the people in my life know about my life, and you know what I mean? Like, the people surrounded me that I talked about, or some crap, or it gets around to them, and then I'm like, and I just don't care. I mean, I do care, clearly, because it's kind of annoying, because I don't want you to... Honestly, I just fucking hate people who can't just let something die and leave it alone. But I mean, that's me. That technically is me, yes, because I like to record and I like to continue dragging things out, apparently, because I can't shut it down. I don't stop really feeling anything to some degree. Like, my brain does shut it down, but it doesn't stop. And so I, like, blankly will just cry. Like, when I'm sober, I'll just stare at the wall and be crying, and I'll, like, understand why I'm crying and why it's, like, sad. But I'm like, it doesn't hurt, though. Like, I'm just crying, that's it. There's nothing else to it. It's just crying, just like the tears are coming out of it. Like, if you literally think of it from a surface view, it's just the tears are coming out of my eyes. There is no connection to, like, my brain, no nothing. It doesn't fucking, like, I don't feel it in my chest. I just cry. I just cry, and it's because my brain shuts down all these things that have never been dealt with, or there's no closure, or, you know, all these things, and, I guess that's why I'm posting stuff, because I'll never get closure for any of these things, I don't think, and it doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter anymore, I guess. I don't think I'll ever be famous, and honestly, I'll probably end up offing myself before that even happens, because, I mean, yeah, I definitely know that I have no real desire to kill myself, and I've stopped trying, although I did, you know, like, it was ridiculous, the amount of times that I tried to kill myself, and it was, like, gushing blood, and the blood stains that are all over my bed, and, like, a bunch of other really fucked up shit, and I still haven't died yet, and it's, like, I would wake up the next day and I would just kind of be like, well, I haven't died yet. Actually, I did, I stitched myself back together at some point because I was fucked up, and, like, I was like, oh, I didn't die, and then I woke up and was like, fuck. And then I just, like, decided to clean Satan's Cage or something, which is, like, really funny, because I found that smoking weed to, like, help with depression, anxiety, and, like, eating and sleeping and blah, 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 makes me just feel kind of like shit, which is funny, because, like, before, when I felt like shit, I would still be able to, like, process afterwards, and I would just be like, well, I didn't die. I guess I have to clean out Satan's Cage, or I didn't do this, or sorry, Satan. You know, like, whatever. And, God, this is just a fucking game. I can't, and I don't care. That's it. I don't care anymore, I guess. I'm sorry.